Hello, everybody. Hello. It has been a while. It has been a while. Let me just say that first. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. In the first match of pre-season is Preston North End take on Liverpool. Yeah, a game where you could probably say may not have happened. Because of obviously what's happened to Diogo Jota as well. But we are here. We are here to preview the first match of pre-season. It is coming tomorrow. It is live on ITV as well. So yeah, Preston against Liverpool. So hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Rennie is in. Hello, Rennie. I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. I've had a few drinks this afternoon. Because if people aren't aware, I did turn 33 on Wednesday. So yeah, I was out for a wee bit this afternoon. So that was very very good, to say the very very least. This is my second account. I did wonder, Rennie. I did wonder if that was your second account. To be honest with you, but anyway, we're here. We're here obviously because of the match tomorrow, Preston against Liverpool. First match of the pre-season tomorrow, and it's one is going to be a very emotional affair. Let's be honest. Obviously, yeah, Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, both of them passing away in a car accident last Thursday. It's still raw. I'll be honest, it is still very, very raw. I think, if we're being honest, the tributes outside Anfield are absolutely fantastic. I think you've got to say that for the first thing. And you know what? I think the outpouring of love that Jota has had, not just from obviously Liverpool fans, not obviously from Wolves fans, but the whole football community. This has really hit the football community like a really, really big time, as well. So no, like I think it's just nice to be talking about football again, isn't it? It's nice to be talking about football. It's nice to be back in the action tomorrow. And look, it's going to be a very very interesting game, for sure. But as I said, it'll be an emotional affair. This match, if anyone is in the UK, is on ITV1 tomorrow, which is quite interesting. Never once before that I've never really known a Liverpool side to be shown on pre-season. Obviously, I know we've got obviously the Community Shield to come. That's obviously in late August, but I've never really seen. I've never really seen sort of you know a game of this sort of magnitude to be sort of broadcast on TV, but it is broadcast on TV. And look, it'll be a very very interesting affair for sure. But let us say hello to Rennie's and as well. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota and his brother Aldrich Silva. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Stephen Jurist says, "Can't wait for the Liverpool game tomorrow." I just can't wait to see the new guys, really. And we'll obviously get to the game itself. But I do think it's still insignificant of obviously with what's happened as well. Rennie says we won against our sister club today 2-1. I did see that you'd beaten OH Leuven. I did see that as well. And John Conway is in. Hello, John. Hope you are well. Thank you very much for tuning in as always, as well. But of course, first things first, we obviously have to talk about Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. I think is the safest thing to say. Still feels raw in my opinion. I just want to sort of wake up from a really bad dream and obviously hope it's not happened. It's, as I say, it's still very, very raw with what's happened for sure. But I look at this game and it's definitely one for in memory of Diogo Jota. I think had he still been alive, I think he would have been definitely involved in this game for sure. And I think the thing is to say the very, very least is that we've retired the number 20. I think is quite simple. Really, joined in 2020. Wore the number 20 and won number 20. I think there's no really best way to other than to retire the t-shirt. So yeah, that's from obviously the first team to the women's team to the academy team, and all the way down to sort of junior football. No one will be wearing Diogo Jota's number 20. So forever our number 20. And he is going to be sorely, sorely missed for sure. But we do have a game tomorrow. And I'm going to just say it. I'm just looking forward to the new players coming in. Obviously, we'll potentially see Georgi Marmadashvili. Florian Wirtz, I have heard, is meant to be getting his debut tomorrow, so that'll be good to see as well. And there's players there as well that are still at the club where you would have probably expected maybe to have moved on. Andy Robertson, for example, was very heavily linked with Atletico Madrid. He's still there. Costas Tsimikas, he's still there as well. Darwin Núñez is still there. It's if obviously the rumours are Napoli that have taken sort of pulled away from the Liverpool deal, then that's really, really concerning. For obviously Darwin Núñez is safe to say, but it's obviously the clubs as well. So yeah, very, very interesting game ahead. And look, Preston last season, very fortunate, very, very fortunate to survive relegation from the Championship. A team you would have to say is in kind of they're in kind of a drop at the moment. It's really, really interesting to say the very, very least. And they've got a good few players. They've got a very, very good couple of players for sure. I'm just looking at the team now. Obviously, Will Keane, David Cornell, Jordan Story, Jordan Thompson, Brad Potts, Lewis Gibson, Andrew Hughes, Thierry Small, Ali McCann, who I know from his days at Hamilton, as well. And obviously, we've always got Freddie Woodman as well, so we'll potentially see maybe Freddie Woodman tomorrow. That'll be very, very interesting to say the very, very least. Let's just say hello to another few people. Hello, Red Devil United Rich. Hello, hope you're well. Rennie, no idea. No idea, to be honest with you. Still very, very raw, and I think it's still going to take a bit of time to get used to. So I don't know who we're going to replace Diogo Jota with. I feel sorry for his wife and 3 with Jordan. Yeah, I do as well. And yes, I did know about Jordan Henderson back at Brentford. I did know about Jordan Henderson back at Brentford, to say the very, very least. But look, this is a game of huge significance because obviously it is the first game of Liverpool's pre-season. We will probably see all the new players tomorrow as well. If you ask me for a starting 11, I'll try and give you one later. In the show, to say the very, very least. But yeah, Preston have had a planned sort of tribute, really, for Diogo Jota. Let me just see if I can find. Let me see if I can just find this as well. Actually, it's on Liverpool website. It's on Liverpool's website. So it says, excuse me, Diogo Jota and Andre Silva will be commemorated with a number of tributes to Liverpool's match against Preston North End. The Reds will take to the pitch for a friendly at Deepdale on Sunday for the first time since the brothers tragically died in a road traffic accident in Spain. Ahead of 3 p.m. kickoff, there'll be a rendition of You'll Never Walk Alone, and home club will relay a wreath alongside the away supporters. Ministers will be observing Diogo and Orange's memory, and digital tributes will be displayed on the screen and across pitch LEDs. Both sets of players will wear black armbands. Preston have also created a commemorative edition of the matchday programme that features written tributes to Diogo and Andre. The match will be televised live on ITV in the UK on LFC TV and streamed globally on All Red Video, with coverage there beginning at 2:15 BST. Full details on how to watch are available here. Pre-match programme will be broadcast live from the stadium across LFC's social media channels and YouTube until kick-off on rights registrations take effect. So that is that's obviously Liverpool against Preston live on the TV tomorrow. And look, as I said, I'm looking forward to it. We get to see Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz will be making his debut tomorrow. We'll get to see him. I'm really excited to see, obviously, Marmadashvili in goal. I think that's another one to look forward to. Maybe Freddie Woodman gets a return against his former club as well. Look, it's going to be a very, very fascinating game. One that I think will have a lot of emotion in, let's be honest. I think it'll be a very emotional affair. And you know what? It's going to be a real tearjerker of a game, but I think it's going to be more of a game on the fact that we are going to be playing Preston tomorrow, and that's also the added incentive as well. We have actually got a game, and I think hopefully it doesn't sort of take the advantage of the players. Let's just say that. But look, going to be a fascinating game tomorrow, and I think you've got to say that is going to be a really interesting game tomorrow. So the players who could potentially play tomorrow, I mean, I've said obviously Marmadashvili. I think we'll be honest. I think he's probably going to start tomorrow. I think he'll start tomorrow. Florian Wirtz is another one. I think he'll start tomorrow. Frimpong is another one. Kerkez as well. Yeah, it's going to be very tricky to make a to make an 11 out of that lot. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to say the very least. But look, I think we've got to all say this now that I'm glad this game is going ahead. For sure. And it is going to be a very intriguing game, intriguing matchup to be fair. To be honest with people, as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me. Monga is a great player for us. Against us, the club of Monga getting better every time. We'll be 100 million or 1 billion. Yeah. This is what happens when Bishai died and West Ham against Leicester. I was crying so much. Yeah, absolutely. Daz Reynolds and big up Douglas. Could we go strong tomorrow? Also, do you think Mo starts? Good question. Good question. I don't personally. I'd be very surprised if Mo starts tomorrow. Considering that he's just really returned from sort of his holiday. He's back in pre-season training. It's a difficult one. It is a real difficult one to say the very least. I would honestly think the way it's going, I don't see him starting tomorrow. I think he might come off the bench, if I'm being honest with you, Daz. We'll get into obviously lineups very shortly, as well. But yeah, we do need to remember that this is a football game, and not really. It is obviously a tribute to obviously Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, but it's more of a fact that it is a football match, and we are going to be watching this game tomorrow, for sure. And look, it's going to be a really Emotional affair. It's going to be a very, very high anticipated affair as well. And yeah, we just got to watch it. We just got to watch what will happen tomorrow. But to answer your question, Daz, I don't think Salah starts. If I'm being honest, I don't think he will start. If you want my honest take of this game, it's that Preston will look to try and win this game, for sure. I just don't want it to sort of overshadow the game as a whole. Obviously, Liverpool did lose to newly promoted teams last season in the form of Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup. So that'll probably weigh on the players' minds. But no, I think if we're being honest with ourselves here, I think Liverpool will want to start their strongest side available. And I just don't see a start in Salah. I really, really don't. My personal opinion, it's going to be a short one, just to let people know, it's going to be a wee short stream tonight as well. I will say this now. I think the starting 11 will be a little bit changed, a little bit mixed as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go Marmadashvili in goal because I think he makes his debut. Right back's interesting because you always got Conor Bradley there. You also got Jeremy Frimpong. I'm gonna go Conor Bradley. Then I'm gonna go one of the young guys, maybe Nalo at the back. And there's probably a case of Van Dijk. Does Kirkes start? That's another one. For me, I think Robbo starts. I think Robbo will probably start as well. And then it's a real toss up, really. Gravenberg for me, I think will probably be given a rest. So I'm going to go Endo. Then I'm going to go Jones, and then I'm going to go Harvey Elliott. I think that's going to be the team. And then up front, I'm going to go Gakpo. Kia's on the right. And I think you're going to play Nunez. I think you've got to play Nunez. In all honesty, I think the fact that Nunez hasn't moved yet, I think is another matter. All together. So yeah, I would play that. So I'm going Marmadashvili, Bradley, Nalo, Van Dijk, Robertson, Endo, Jones, Elliott, and then I think it'll be Gakpo, Chiesa, and Nunez. That would be my starting 11 tomorrow. But do let me know yours in the chat below. As we'll be live for like another 10 minutes. As well, just obviously get people's thoughts on the game, but get your thoughts on the game, get your predictions in as well. I never like to really sort of predict these friendlies because you never know what's going to happen. And yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. For me, though, I think look at Preston. Didn't start very, very great last season. I think Liverpool run out maybe 2 or 3-0 winners tomorrow. I think he'll probably start as well. Yeah, Daz, I did see Verts might start. Maybe in fact instead of Nunes, maybe Verts starts. Maybe Verts goes and starts tomorrow. But look, huge game, absolutely huge game, and one we need to be focused on. One we need to not let the game get ahead the better of us for sure. And yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting to say the very least. So my score prediction, I'm going to go 2 or 3-0. I think, if we're being honest, I don't think it's gonna be a strong 11. I think it'll probably be like a bit of a mixed 11, and then obviously who comes off the bench as well. Maybe we see Mo in probably Japan. I think we'll probably see Mo in Japan, if we're being honest. So going to be very, very interesting to say the very, very least. Jack Woolston, hello. I'm from Preston, but I support Liverpool. Preston get beat by Liverpool every pre-season. Well, there you go then. Um, yeah, Jack, hope you're well. How are you feeling about the season ahead for Preston? Because last season was a real wake up call, I think, for a Preston North End fan. The fact that you almost went down was very, very disappointing. I've always thought of you as a sort of a team that really sort of gets going in really, really good patches, and then you go for a period through defeat after defeat after defeat usually. So I feel that might be a possibility for Preston tomorrow to have a look in. But look, going to be a fascinating game. Let's say hello. Let's see what you guys are saying. Also, trying Alexander Arnold or didn't attend to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. Nope, absolutely not. I think Verts may start as Daz. I would think Verts starts. I think he would start. 2-1 to Liverpool, says Stephen. John says he can't see Mo being off the bench. I can't see him being on the bench, to be honest. I really, really can't. I'm for Preston, but I support Liverpool. Preston get beat by Liverpool every pre-season. There you go. There you go. But yeah, my score prediction, I'm going 2 or 3 nothing as well. As I said, it is a very, very short one. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of the weekend that is ahead of us, and yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Might be a match reaction tomorrow, but yeah, please do get involved by leaving your score prediction. Please leave your team selection as well, and yeah, we'll look forward to a really, really interesting game. Nice to see obviously Marmadashvili, nice to see Verts, nice to see Frimpong. Maybe we see the young Hungarian goalkeeper Pesci maybe get a game as well. But John is going 4-0 Liverpool. I'm going to go 2 or 3-0. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Very, very short wee preview there. And I hope everyone enjoys the game as much as possible. Obviously, it's been a very difficult time recently. And obviously, my love, prayers, and thoughts go out to obviously Diogo Jota's wife and his kids, and obviously Andre Silva's family as well. John Conway says Liverpool 4-0, 3-0 to Liverpool. Diogo Jota watches in heaven, says Rennie. And Grayson, as always, Stephen, thank you very, very much as well. But thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button. Please do hit that like button. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now. You never walk alone. Cheers, lads.